everything.
Yes.
So a line that is drawn, this line is what we call, members, this line is called a
Chord.
chord, correct? This line is called a chord. All right. Now, it creates two segments. The bigger part is what we call the major segment. And the smaller one is what we call the minor segment. Now, if there are angles which are in this segment subtended at the same arc, then those angles are equal. They are equal. For instance, before I draw that, let me draw for you another one like this. Okay. So if I have this, I have that, and I have another one like this, then I do that. Okay, now the teacher, you are making noise. Now, these angles, if I draw a chord from A to B, if I draw a chord from A to B, chord from where? From A to B. Let me draw that chord, A to B. Let me even dot it for you to see the difference. Chord from A to B. It means that now this angle which is here is in this major segment. Come on, compare this and this. So if I get this and put it here, you can see that this angle here will be inside here, and also this angle which is here will be inside there. So it means that these angles are equal because they are subtended by this same arc. This is the same arc I'm talking about up to B. That's the arc I'm talking about, that arc here. So that is the major arc, which I'm talking about. So those angles are subtended by these two arcs, because you can see this line touches this arc, and also this line touches this arc at this point. This line touches this arc at this point, and this one touches this arc at this point. So they are subtended by this arc. And because they are inside this same major segment, isn't it? Let me shade it for you to see that. This is the major segment. That one is the major segment. So that major segment, we have two angles, X and Y. Those angles are equal because they are in the same segment, subtended by the same arc. It is the same arc all through up to here, subtended by the same arc. That means that X equals to what? Y. X is equal to Y. So that's what we have seen here, this point here, that because of this chord, even I tried to invert the diagram, because of this chord BC, then these angles here is equal to this one. You can compare it with that, and then you can see that. I want to show you everything together, then you can see what I'm saying. Okay, so it means that this angle here is equal to this angle because of this chord. Okay, so that's why X is equal to Y because of this chord. Is it okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
do the angles remain the same even though there are very many, like 5 or 3?
Yes, even if we have another one here, even if we draw another one here, if we put another one here, let me use this diagram. If we put another one here like this, like there, like that, even another one here like this, even another one like that, all these angles are equal, including X, including Y. They are all equal because they are in the same segment. Watch Chenga. Letitia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. That's nice. So let us proceed to the next question. So this angle here is 62. Now, how about the angle they asked in our question? The angle. Some people have not yet been admitted. The angle. How about the angle BAB? AB, angle ABD. What is angle ABD? Angle. Look at the angle ABD. They're asking for this angle here. This was 44. The angle ABD. What is angle ABD? Yes.
44.
Correct. The
44.
angle is 44 degrees. It's 44 degrees. Correct. Any other question? Members, do you have any other question? Come on, look at this question which is here. Look at part B. Are you seeing part B? Members, are you seeing part B? This part B, are you seeing it? Huh?
Yes.
Should I zoom in again and again and you see it clearly there? Okay, so now part B, when you look at part B. Sorry. Hey. Let me connect very fast. I've over zoomed in. Okay, let us zoom in again. If it goes off, we shall see what to do. Okay. There. Now, members, what do you think is angle U? Suppose I draw a chord. Do you see this point from here up to here? Suppose I draw a chord from here up to here. What do you think angle U is?
40.
40. And angle V?
40.
It is also 40. It will also be 40. Because if we draw a line from here up to here, those angles are subtended by the same arc. So that's how it was solved, by drawing a line there. And then after drawing the line there, then this angle is equal to this angle, and it is also equal to this angle here. Okay, we shall see more questions similar to that later on. Okay, but let us go to the next. Let us go to the next.
Excuse me.
Yes, you're excused.
Teacher,
Yes, Patricia.
what does the word subtend mean?
What does the word what? Subtend.
Subtend.
What does the word subtend mean? Something to be between. Something to be between, let me say to what? 2 points. So here it is something to be between, subtended by the arc. So it means that that angle is at the arc. Okay, if there is an angle, normally we use the word subtended if you are looking at angles. You can say the angle at this point, the angle subtended at this point. For example, if you have this and this, and you have an angle here, A, B, C, you can say the angle subtended at point A is theta. So that angle is between two, there can be two lines, there can be 2 points, okay? So even this kind of angles which are here, for instance, if you look at this one and this one, they are subtended by 2 lines. this and this and this,
Oh,
but they are at the same arc here. They are at the same arc. So they are subtended by two lines. That's why we say the angle subtended. We don't say the angle at, no, but the angle subtended maybe at this point or at this point. So subtended by the same arc. So they appear to be on the same arc here. You dig more into Patricia, let that word not confuse you. Have you heard? Run into dictionaries. Okay, let us go to the next to the next property. That is property number 3. There. So property number 3 says that. Property number 3 says that. Okay. Are we there? Property number 3 says that the angle subtended. Okay, you write it. The angle, you must write it, members. The angle subtended. Because of time, I may not write it. I may write it and then subtended by an arc of a circle is twice the angle subtended by the same arc on the remaining parts of the circumference. So the angle subtended at the center by the circle, at the center, and the center is of the circle. Remember, the center is for the circle, subtended by at the center by an arc of the circle is twice the angle subtended by the same arc on the remaining part of the circumference. Okay. So there they have very many examples. They have this example, this one here, this one, this one. So let us look at this one. This one is it's very easy for you to understand. So you have to draw them one by one and then you get to know what they mean. Let me start with this one here. Okay. And I will draw. So we have the center there, okay? And we have two radii from the center. Okay. So now when you create two radii, it creates two arcs. So there is this arc and there is also this other arc. There's this part of the circle and also this part of the circle. So the angle subtended by an arc okay. So now, before I complete it, let me first zoom in there and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see this arc here. The angle subtended by at the center by this arc. The angle subtended at the center by this arc, this angle which is here, is two times the angle subtended by the same arc of the remaining part. So this is the remaining part, which is this side, and the angle which is subtended this side is a half of this. Or the angle which is subtended at the center by this arc is twice this angle which is this side. So if we have here x, if we have x here, then it means that this one will be 2x. So this is the angle subtended at the center by this arc, and this is the angle subtended at the arc by this remaining part of the circle. So the angle subtended at the center by this arc is 2 times the angle subtended by the arc of the on the remaining part of the circumference. So if this is x, then this one will be 2x. Let us go to the next one and see. I don't know. My has missed this lesson. I think network issues. Let's see how many are there. Cynthia, are you there? Quiet.
Yes, teacher.
You're quiet. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
You're there, huh?
Yes.
You have to understand, okay? If you don't, you say pause a bit. That part, please. Then I will explain for you, okay? Okay. Now, the first one is this. So you can see, let me first draw for you this. And then that. So this angle here, this angle which here is the angle subtended at the center. This one which is here. Now, the angle, any angle that is inside these other parts, are we together? If you have any angle here which is x, then this one will be to x. If it is here 2y, then this one will be to y. Let me first draw using a pencil and I show you what I'm talking about.
It makes a lot of sense.
Makes what? If you have any angle which is here, suppose we have that. I'm drawing the same thing. This one I've already looked at. It's the first one there. Let me say, suppose we have this. We have that, okay, and we have this. We have that, okay. So this angle which is here, this angle is x because it is in this other part. Look at this point here, this circumference which is here. Anything that is here should be twice what is here. So if we have any that is there, if we have another angle, let's say like how they have drawn it, if you have this one here, because this angle now is in this other side, it is not inside here. It is not in this kind of pizza that you like, this kind of pizza shape that you like. It is this other side. So this angle, if it is x, this angle here is x, that angle which is x is equal, the angle which is at the center is twice that angle which is outside. The pizza-like shape. Let me say the pizza-like shape. The easiest way to understand. So the angle which is at the center here is always, yes. Oh yeah. Network.
Teacher,
1G.
what if that angle that you're saying that it's x, what if it's 2x? Do you mean the angle at the center will be 4x?
Exactly. That's not how they clap, but exactly. Exactly. Let me clap for you. I don't know whom I've clapped for. I think I've clapped for everyone. Yes.
Patricia.
Yeah, what if there are two angles outside the pizza shape?
Those angles.
But if there are two?
If there are two angles, if you have
Yes.
one angle here and another one which was here.
Yes.
Now, any angle that is outside this pizza-like shape here, any angle that is outside this is half this angle which is at the center. You get it? If you have this angle which is x here and another one which was y here, it means that y is equal to x in that case. And if y is equal to x, then it means that the angle which is at the center is twice any of these angles which are here. Okay. All right. Can we use a protractor and we measure and see? Let me see whether we can measure this and see. So if I put a protractor and I measure, how can I place it? This protractor is causing problems for me because it is not. Okay, I want to measure this angle here. This should be, no, 0 should be here like this. I don't know what this angle is. But this angle is, it is what? Are you able to see?
Mm.
That's all we have. Something like 88. Angle is 88. What is this angle which is here? Let me put here protractor. I don't know whether my drawings were correct. But you can see this one is also around 44, isn't it?
Yes.
Are you seeing?
Mm.
So it means that normally this angle which is here is half this, or this angle which is here is twice that. Clear? You can either you can use a circle and measure, and then you do what? You verify it out. It works out. It works out. Okay, let us go to the next one there. This one. All right, so we draw a circle here. I've drawn a circle, so let us draw this line. Now, the angle which is at the center is this one. You may want to first draw this one, which is at the center. This one here. Now, any angle that is outside, I think any angle that is in this. I feel like drawing something else here and showing you in a rough way. And I show you, I first draw and shade for you. So if this is the circle like this, and I first draw this kind of pizza thing here, and this is my center now. Any angle that appears here, or is here, or it will be here, or it will be here, as long as it is not in between here, as long as it is not here, it is not in this part here that I'm shading. Any angle that is outside here will be twice. Are we together? Will be a half of this.
Yeah.
So if this is x, this is x, this is also x, so that means this angle is going to be 2x. Yes? Network is making you to speak in tongues. Yes, ask please. Which one? Who has put this arrow here? This thing here.
Prediction.
Anyone who's asking a question, your network is very poor, please you just type the question and then I'll be seeing it in the chat box. Okay. So any angle that will be outside this pizza thing is a half of this. So it means that this is twice any angle which is there. So it means that this angle which is here, if I connect it with this to make, because an angle must be between two lines. So if I connect it, this one with this. So if this is x, then this one is 2x. That is point O. Let us see. It must be at the center. Let us use a protractor and prove it out. And it must be of the same radius if you want to prove it out. The radius must be the same. So let me see. I don't like this protractor members. I just don't like it. So here the angle is giving me like this. I don't like it. So the angle here is 20. It's 21. Are you seeing? It is 21. Whoops. Those ones who watch this video, sorry for that, but it's around 28 there. Are you seeing? Members, are you there?
Yes.
You are there?
Yes, we are there.
Hey, so it's around 28. So sometimes you keep quiet and I think I'm alone in class. So it is around 28. And then if you are to measure this angle, which is here, let us see. 28 times 2, what do you get? 28 times 2, what do you get? You get 51? You get 51? 51? Yes, this angle is 56. Is 56. The angle is 56. If I put this straight line here, if I try and put this ruler there, so that I have a straight line. So you can see there we have 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I want to make this ruler to be straight with this line which is here. So that will be around 56 there, 56. You see, members, you see, I told you. That is the angle property, and you must know it, that angle at the center doubles those other angles which are in the other side of the circumference. Now let us go to the last one. Last one is a bit tricky, but let us see it. And afterwards, we are going to look at the example. So let us look at that. I zoom in there very well so that when I draw, you can see. Come on. All right, so this is this. We have that, okay? We have that. Now this angle, which is this side, the 2x. So we should not have any angle this side. The angle that should be a half of this should be this other side. Are we together? So the first one you saw here that the 2x is this side, then the angle that should be the other side, which is a half of this, should be this other side, not in between this pizza thing. So even this one, if the 2x is now this side, so we don't expect any angle to be the side which is a half of this, but that angle should be this other side. Are we together? So if we are to draw any angle which is this other side, like this, like that, okay, and this is x. So it means that if this angle is this other side, not where this 2x is, then this angle here is half of this, or this angle which is here is twice that. And this angle is at the center. So the mistake that a student can say is to come and say that this one is 2x. That will be wrong, because 2x cannot be in the same side. You see this side I'm talking about cannot be in the same side with this x here. Cannot be this side. So 2x must be the other side, such that the angle which is half of 2x is this other side. And have you understood, members?
No,
Hey, what are
not that part.
Not this part.
Mm.
Hey, okay. So let me first draw for you this. Okay. Now we have 10 minutes, members. We have only seen 2 properties. Okay, let me first show you. Next time when you meet, we shall look at other properties. So if this is the center of this cavern, okay, then if I decide to put 2x this side, then the angles that are half of this must be in this other part. Are we together? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if I draw another one like this, and I draw like this, okay? Then this time I put 2x this side, okay? Then the angles which are half of this now must be this other side. not this side. Do you get it?
Yes.
So it means that that angle, remember, must be joined by two lines. So even if you put the angle here and there, okay, this angle which is here is half of this, or this angle which is here is twice that, because it is this other side, this other side. So 2x cannot be this other side, because already this other side we have 2x. For that property to work, x cannot be this side and x is a half of this, so it cannot work. But what we have is this one, where we have this and this, and the center here, and the center. So if 2x is this side, then the angle is this side, x. So I want you to see the difference in that case, that if the 2x is this side, then the angle x is this other side. So 2x is here, then the angle that you want can be in this portion, can be here, like that, can be here, like that. Okay, or it can be this side. So if 2x is here, then the other angle should be this other side, not this portion where 2x is. Okay, I think it is clear, members, isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
It is clear. I think it is clear. So we have 7 minutes. Let us look at an example to that. Let us look at example 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. There. So let us look at the example 3.6 in this 7 minutes. Oh, example. So members, note down the examples because they are disorganized, but I arranged them according to the properties. So that's telling you that we are given that angle ABO is 50, then O is the center. Then they are telling you to find the angle BCA. So I will draw that first. You can use a protractor and then a compass and draw a circle, and then you measure out all those properties. You prove them one by one. As you are watching TV, you can do that in your free time and see. So we have the first one. I'll first draw this and draw this and draw this and draw that. Okay, so this is C, this is B, and here B is divided here and 50 is 4. So members, if we are to find angle angle BCA, so what we need to do is they want us to find this angle, isn't it? Can we find this angle first, members? Can we find this angle here? Let us call it X. Are we together? Huh?
Yes.
Yes. Let us find X. How do we find X? Because of the interest of time, I want you to look at these sides, BO and OA. What do you have to say about them? BO and OA. What are they called? They are what? They are what? The lines BO and OA. They are what?
Radius.
They are the radii, isn't it? That means this is equal to that, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, do you see how we are going to get X? So yes. What is this angle here?
50.
Correct, 50 degrees. So that means if that angle is 50 degrees, so angle OAB is 50 degrees, and this is isosceles, isn't it?
Yes.
Triangle. Isosceles triangle. Let me zoom out a bit. So it means that now, for us to get x, we shall say x plus 50 equals to 100 and what? 80. So x plus 100 equals to 180.
80.
So x equals to 180 minus 100, and x is equal to
80.
80, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, what is this angle here?
40.
Correct. So angle BCA is a half of x, isn't it? So which is
Yes.
a half times 80, and we get 40. Okay. So members, let us stop
Yes, teacher.
there. Any question? Letitia, any question?
It's almost done.
No question.
All right, so now let me see whether there is an exercise here. Even if I give you only one number, isn't it? Okay, do for me number 3. Are you seeing number 3?
Yes.
You do for me number 3. You also do for me number 4. A, B, A. Will you be able to do number 4?
8.
Yes, do for me also number 4. Are we together?
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Do those questions and post them on my WhatsApp. Number 3 and number 4. Right. Okay. Thank you for attending Esther. Wendy, you have been there. Wendy, how are you?
I'm good, teacher.
Did you join Arena?
No.
Okay, this video is going to be uploaded today, this time today, and then you'll be able to see what we have done. Okay, members, thank you for being in good class. This video is going to be uploaded today.
The exercise. No,
Do,
exercise.
do questions 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Do questions 3 and 4 in the exercise. Exercise is on page 71 of book 4. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Have a good
Yes.
day, and may God bless you. Be very obedient to your parents. And you get a lot of blessings. So have a nice day. We meet next week. Bye bye.
Bye.